Hello everyone, welcome back to my playthrough of Splatoon 3 Story Mode. Continuing right back where we left off with Kettle number 9 of Site 4. Flying Worst Class. Let's get right into it. Hitch rides to reach the goal. This mission invites you to perform trust falls with yourself. Oh boy, reach the goal with a few fearless leaps. Oh boy. A nimble shooter with a high rate of fire. Fling ink forward with a vertical swing. Charge up a shot. Interesting that this is the sniper they usually default to for a lot of these levels. Rate of fire. Well, good doing this one. See, the try this is on the left here. I don't know why that other one was in the middle. Or why it sometimes picks the middle one. Sometimes that one ends up being a good one. And sometimes it's the worst option ever. Guess we'll see. Trust falls. What is happening here? Oh. Okay, we have more planes, and I guess we're doing this again. This place is noisy. Noisy? It's exciting. Okay. So this is similar to the other level where you were hitching the ride on the plane. Oh, I see. I wouldn't suggest anything like this, but I think you could ride on Octo rails and giddy up. I didn't see the full dialogue. Okay, checkpoint. Huh. Do. Oh, I see. They're going around. Oh, almost missed that. Is there anything down here worth looking at? Excuse me, I'm trying to look. I don't think so, it's probably just an enemy. Get him. Alright. Is there a way back up from down there, or... is that where you're supposed to go, maybe? Oh, it just lets you go back over there. I see, I see. Okay. Bunch of big boys in the way. This is just a straight shot over. Weird that they don't let you get the little top lip there, but... okay. Baby. Alrighty. Oh, dead end. Let's hop off for now. Some eggs. Oh. And a panel to ink up. The dead end came back to life. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, and dead end, haha. Oh, now you can ink it. I couldn't get it before. Maybe I just wasn't shooting it properly. Alright. Bing, bing. Boo, boo, boo. Watch out. Oh. It turns sideways. Here comes some more. Okay, that one doesn't shoot anymore. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Why did... oh, did I... okay. I can't walk all the way over. This is your pilot speaking. Please return your seat to its upright position for landing. Thank you for flying with Octo Zeppelin Air. Oh, that's what they're called. I mean, they probably They did say it before, I'm pretty sure. But interesting little ramp up there to the end. And yeah, me running out of eggs and like, oh no, I've lost all my eggs. Now I have to go play all the levels in order to make some more progress. It's not a big deal. I've already got... I think I have more eggs now than I did when I started. Yeah, because all the paid levels give tons of first clear bonus, so I've made it all back in no time, and then some. Stern warnings to the brash young scientists. Nevertheless, the young scientists pressed on with their plan. The construction of a massive rocket ship to escape Alterna. Yeah, I mean, this is basically the same as that other level, so different weapons don't really matter too much. And the thing is, before it was a carbon roller they stuck you with, and now it's just a normal roller. Pick the right one. Yep. Which means it's slower, but more powerful. Oh my goodness. That didn't go as planned. We could speedrun this now. Oh my goodness. Never mind, I guess. Get me on here. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the one that was down there. Or maybe I am. No, hang on. Oh. I don't know why I not only forgot that that was there, but didn't see it anyway on the way up. Almost fell off. Goodness me. Okay, you can ink that. I just missed, I guess. Woo! I wasn't prepared for that and I forgot to attack them. The dead end came back to life. Oh, come on now. It worked before. Alright, here's the tricky part. Oh, shouldn't be too bad with a charger. In fact, it should be very easy. Oh! Ah! I thought I was going to get pushed off and then I almost jumped off. Oh, that was back to back to back to a bunch of spooks. Beautiful. Alrighty then. Let's go. Immediately back in. Yeah, this one should be fine. Since you can attack them from a distance and probably one-shot them too. Yeah, easy. Octo Missile is what that one was called. Almost rode that all the way to the end, like a fool. I mean, not intentionally, but... Oh my goodness, why couldn't you latch on? Not intentionally, but I was just kind of sitting there like, yep, I'll take my time aiming for this guy. I was having a really hard time latching onto that wall just then. Heck, that was a little close for comfort. Okay, now I think you have to squid it. Have to wait for the next one. Bing, 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 boom. Here comes some more. I was going to try and get all of them, but my safety was threatened at the bit at the end there, so... Oh, there you go. That one insta went down. I swear I've tried doing that before and it didn't insta go down. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh well. I think that's our last triple weapon mission for this site. Yep, it's all double and single. Ink fast Hotshot. I think that's this one, yep. Destroy the targets to reach the goal. Hey, look! Another target mission! Please let this one be okay as well. It's shot weapons, so it might not be too bad. You must destroy the targets before they fly away. And to try this is recommended to the charger. Long range, high precision shooter. Keep an eye on your remaining ink. Fully charge your shot to break several stacked targets all at once. If you destroy a fail balloon, you will fail the mission. Oh, man. You really gotta do this to me? Please don't be too terrible. Destroy the targets to reach the goal. Okay, it's not just sit in a spot and get them, or auto-get them. You may begin the test at any time by standing on the switch. Okay. You passed? You passed! It seems alright. Oh, I get it. You want to avoid breaking the fail balloons. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, haha. Catch people not paying attention. Okay, okay. Might try to fake you out, so watch your aim. Whoa, you didn't even break a sweat. Way to go. Nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, thankfully there's... The fail balloons don't insta-break. Okay. That one's a little tricky, but... Fuck. Okay. Balloons tower defense. Okay, That's not too bad. I screwed up. That was pretty fun. It was indeed. Okay. I'm so scared whenever I see one that's break the targets. Because it could either be fun, or it could be horrendous. I'm pretty sure I've said that every single time. I repeat myself. Oh, I wanted to check. Okay, yeah. So even if you've only beaten one mission, it still shows the same yellow sticker on each level. I thought it might change if you only beat it once versus if you beat it with every weapon. Construction of a massive rocket ship to escape Alterna. Sadly, as the boosters were ignited for the first time during a launch test, tragedy struck. Uh-oh. I swear to God, if they didn't even make it out there and, like, get themselves killed, and they just killed themselves by trying to get out in the first place, these bozos, they're not scientists, they're dumbasses. Tragedy struck. Oh dear. Okay, I'm guessing it probably won't break the regular ones in one shot with the Squiffer. I don't know. Oh no, it does. Okay, well that's probably not too hard then. Yeah, that one got a little bit far away. I'm worried about how long it takes for them to fall away. That was definitely the one where I was like, oh yeah, dude, it's great. It'd be good to hit multiple at once. You can't even get in. No, you can't. Oh no, that's a different thing. That's the checkpoint. Oh my goodness. Fuck. Okay, they move very fast. This is gonna be the one that trips me up. Oh, they have them overlap a tiny little bit there. So you could accidentally shoot through them all. But yeah, there's really not a lot of times where the targets overlap and give you a benefit to like use the charger, the Squiffer. Like there was that one and then that's it. And then maybe a couple of times where it's like, ooh, don't accidentally shoot the bad one. Next up is Stamp 'em Out, which I'm pretty sure is on the submarine. Yes, it is. We get a level dedicated to the new Splatana weapon, but it's not the base one, it's the Stamper. So this one should be interesting, because I liked that they gave a whole level dedicated to teaching you how to use the new Stringer weapon. So one for the Splatana is good too, but it's just weird that it's not the default Splatana. Especially because the only real difference is that this one is a bit slower and slightly more powerful by a tiny bit. You'll make effective use of the Stamper to reach the goal. Perform a powerful charge slash if you hold it. Okay. Should be interesting. I guess big horizontal sweep. A Splatana, these are really fun. Hold ZR to do a sweet charge slash. Hello? Oh, okay. That made me jump. Okay, they got jump scare doors in this one. Ah, that's why they have him there like that, so you can use the insta-kill. Okay, well that definitely makes this weapon hella strong. Booyah! Okay. They pretty much only want you to use the charge one. You thought you could hide from me? For really stubborn crates, hold ZR getting close and get him with the charge slash. You don't even have to get in too close because he dashes forward a tiny bit. Oh, there we go. Here's where these guys were hiding, in this level, for some reason. Also, he didn't do the shockwave like he did in that other mission. Which is interesting. So maybe those were special ones then? Oh. There we go. That was weird that it took that first one and then insta-broke on the second one without really showing signs of ink. Oh, hello there. Oh man, you're stubborn. Oh, they probably wanted you to break these and then get him, right? Oh well. Whew! Haven't seen one of them in a while. And he survived the insta kill. Nice. Woo! I smell danger and food. Those two kind of smell the same. I didn't see the last bit. I assumed she said same. Oh! So that's where you've been hiding. Okay. Time for some PvP. Where are you going? Which way? Got him. Ooh, I was wondering when those guys would show up. And yeah, they're furry too. Let's get out of here. I probably could have insta-broke it with the Splatana as well, but oh well. Okay, fun level, liked it. Had a nice little duel with the Octolings there, with the superior hairstyle that they don't let you have as a player Octoling. God damn it. During a launch test, tragedy struck. The energy from the rocket boosters overloaded the cavern's liquid crystals. A violent and terrible chain reaction ensued. Overloaded the liquid crystals. Energy from the rocket boosters over. Okay. Ugh. Scary. The path to perfect penmanship. Well, it's the one we haven't done yet that's not the boss, so... And this one is the one with only brushes. Path to perfect penmanship, use the splat switches to reach the goal within the time limit. Last normal level, then a boss, and then we move on to World 5. Finally, I get to see what it looks like. After weeks of... idolatry. That's not the right word, that's worshipping an idol. Indolence would be a better word, I guess. I was trying to be like, oh, I was remaining idle. But idolatry is not the right word for that. In this mission, you must activate every splat switch within the time limit to reach the goal. Be mindful of your time limit. Trail of ink on the ground as you advance at a regular pace. Leave a thin trail of ink on the ground as you advance at a quick pace. And the try this is on this one. Okay. Oh, this should be interesting. So what, you have to like run along and trail it and be quick about it. And I spy a little ink refill. You can ink a lot of ground by holding ZR while you're on the move. Oh, it doesn't start yet until I get this, I guess. Nice, hope you're feeling all warmed up because it's about to get serious. Final checkpoint. Oh, they just give you this so you can go in quickly, I guess. Oh. 1, 2, phew, that's a lot of splat switches. Just ink them in order, I guess. Okay, I'm not sure where I'll be starting. Okay, but that's nice they have refills on the way. Because this addresses my problem with the other level that had the refills on the conveyor belt, because it was literally only at the start, and it's like, my ink is already full, why are you giving this to me now instead of like when I actually need it towards the end? This one is on the way, which is nice. But okay. I mean, it seems... it seems fairly straightforward where to go. I guess we'll see, won't we? And see, they give you one here. As you refill your ink, so grab them when you see them. So I guess, yeah, the other one's faster, but it's harder to potentially hit the switches. I better not have fucking missed one just then. I just wasted time looking. Okay. It didn't matter that I wasted time. What is it? Even small fry was bouncing. That was tense. What am I looking at? Is this just a fish, or...? Is this the way I'm supposed to be looking at it? Is this another dolphin picture? Look at it. I've got no idea what that's supposed to be. I'd say we've earned a few power eggs. Oh, nice, that breaks nice and quick. Okay, this one's good. Nice and simple. And I got to the end with time to spare with the slow one, so... As long as I'm precise and I don't miss the switches with the thin ink brush, should be good. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, well, it's gone now. But it was a perfect 22,222. 22,222. Is this... No, it's not the last one because we have the boss. Chain reaction ensued. Without warning, the stone walls of the cavern began to shatter, raining debris down upon humanity. Oh, that's awful. Just a couple... Oh, we want to see the sky, so they try and build a rocket to get out, and then the rocket ends up killing everybody. Even the people that weren't doing anything wrong. Because of a few idiots that wanted more than they had. More than they deserved. Well, this drawing's gonna look a lot worse. Was that the same amount of time? Or was I think it was 3 seconds shorter. Let me look at that. Maybe it's supposed to be small fry, I don't know. Okay. Nice and easy. I guess I did waste some time spinning around trying to get ones that I accidentally missed, but I don't know. Alrighty then, that should be everything. Yep. Look how much progress we made. But now, time for the boss. Who I'm assuming is Shiver. And if that's the case, well, we can take this opportunity to beat her up for winning all the Splatfests, even though I was on her team for one of them. The Pursuit of the Precious. Time to bust out my voice acting chops again. Now that I'm recording, I'm voicing serious lines rather than just incidentals. I don't know, I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. The random lines at the middle of the level, it's quicker to read them normally rather than try and put on a voice, so I've just been avoiding doing the voices in the middle of a level. But this one, it's a full-on boss story cutscene, so... Unauthorized personnel prohibited beyond this point. And then this time I have my fully upgraded hero gear, because I don't think I did for the last one. Maybe I did. Let's go, I'm keen. Finally get to do another boss. The reading is coming from just up ahead. It's Gramps, it has to be. There's no way it's Gramps. Great big safe there, big building, bunch of drawers or vaults around. Big chandelier. Which I'm thinking then that the Inklings are probably tiny. Because a lot of this stuff may be normal size to humans, or big for humans. I don't know, that's pretty huge. I don't know. Stop where you are. There she is. Stop where you are. After the treasure, you have excellent taste. But you're too delicate to claim this particular item, don't you agree? Ah, I see. The cold shoulder routine. Guess you're pretty wicked after all. We'll have to teach you some manners. Join me, Master Mega. It's a shark. The cold-blooded bandit Shiver. Pedal to the Megalodon. Oh boy, that's a whole ass shark. Share your wisdom, Master Mega. Is it just me or the ink is slightly off color? Oh, okay, there you go. Shooting Splatana bullets. Am I supposed to shoot her or? Watch out, they're gonna strike from below. Yes, oh, whoa, she's doing the Morse thing. Which means I know how to attack him. Oh, it's playing all that salmon run has paid off. Okay, I can also just shoot them while they're there, so... Time to feed the fish, ha ha ha. That shark's mouth is huge, isn't it? Weird that I want to throw something in there? Yeah, I know. Wait, am I supposed to use... I'm probably supposed to use a normal bomb, but then what if you haven't bought one yet? Okay. They're out in the open, now's your chance. Look, Shiver fell off. Oh. Good work. Wait, does she have a checkpoint strapped to its back? Kind of, yeah. You're pretty tough for an appetizer. Master, I need you to really focus this time, okay? Attaboy, Master Mega. Let's finish this. Also, this shark is just swimming in ink. That was just a rehearsal. The real show starts now. just swimming in like ink and not water, which is interesting. Also, I think this is the first shark we've had as a animal. Oh my goodness, let's swirl things up. Way, way up. Ha ha ha. Okay, she's gonna ground pound then. Away we go. Whoa! Straight up. That shark is so talented. Shin Godzilla move over here. It's shooting a big beam out of its mouth. This is an interesting boss. Oh, I could also be shooting it. Oh my goodness, I forgot that they had that attack. I thought it was going to do the other thing. There we go. You can just shoot him in the water. She fell off again. Let her have it. Nice, Agent 3. I still have my special, by the way. Oh, come on. What is with you? Master, you had better get serious or else. Yeah, that's more like it. Time to show you our real power. Pedal, and I mean it this time, to the Megalodon. No idea what you were supposed to do about the tornado attack, but oh well. Case in point. 1, 2, 3. That's a big laser. Oh, okay. It's gonna do a third one. Ugh. I do it. It's like, oh, it's more than one? Okay, there's gonna be a third one. It might stop Shiver Cold. Well, I mean, would I have had a chance when he was shooting the laser like that? Master, get us back in the water now. She's Megalodon. Now finish her off. So good. So good. That was a pretty good boss. Oh, I think that's enough of a lesson for today. But you haven't seen the last of Deep Cut. Until next time. Huh? Oh, no. Little bit of extra dialogue there I almost missed. Here we go. What is this? It wasn't Gramps. So frustrating. Guess we'll just have to take this as a consolation prize. We'll just take this. Oh, so this is the propeller and all a bunch of gears and stuff. I pressed so. Why didn't it register? The Pursuit of the Precious. That was good. Bim, bim, bim. I think maybe I like that a bit more. Just design-wise, it was really cool. I like it. You know, sharks are cool, and shooting a laser from its mouth, that was awesome, and Shiver's my favorite of the new 3, but... yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe mechanic-wise, the first one, they were both good. I don't know. It's a bit early to be like, oh, well, the first one was kind of more fun, but maybe a bit objectively better. I don't know. They're both good. Good work, Agent 3. I mean, we didn't find Gramps, but we found another treasure. That's something. Do you read me? Come in. Gramps is on the line. Hello, Gramps. Oh, Agent 1, good to hear your voice. I'm still locked in some kind of room. Finding the exit is like looking for a needlefish in a coral reef. Oh, I better shout, whisper. Someone's coming. I don't know who this is, but I have seen some spoilers, so I might have an idea. And that voice sounds kind of familiar, as someone who has, like I just said, played a lot of Salmon Run. I've heard this voice time and time again, so maybe I would have guessed if I hadn't been spoiled already, but... I don't know. I've never really given him a voice, so,
You've woken from your hibernation, have you, cuttlefish?
Unless, of course, this is Octavio and I'm being a idiot right now. In which case, forget everything I just said. And I was like, oh, I've played Samurai all the time, I know this voice. And it's like, not him. Okay, he's saying whoever you are, so I'm guessing I'm right. It's not Octavio. Although, where is Octavio, by the way?
That's former Captain Cuttlefish to whoever you are. Who are you, anyhow? Identify yourself. You're lively for an old bag of... Does your species have bones? No matter. You can call me Mr. Grizz.
So that would have been a really cool reveal. Wish I wasn't spoiled, but literally everyone in the whole game is using the bear stamp on their profile, so it's kind of unavoidable. Although I probably wouldn't have realized for a while until I saw someone literally say somewhere, a bit of text somewhere that said Mr. Grizz, but oh well. I still don't know what any of it looks like. So I've remained unspoiled that way, at least. Does it make it any less disappointing? I guess it's my fault for not being quick enough to beat the story at the same time as everyone else.
Is? No any grist, Mr. or otherwise.
No, it was getting so good. Gramps, are you still there? I think we lost him, but we'll find him for real if we keep tracking the signal. That's all you, Agent 3. Let's go. Alright, so yeah. There's the main body of it, and then here's all the propeller and gears and stuff. So, goodness knows what the last part's gonna be. I guess just the feet of the helicopter? I don't even know. Hero gear. Oh, is it just telling me like, hey, you can unlock something now? Why is there an exclamation point on here? Well, I might as well take the opportunity to get the stuff I wanted to get. Yeah, it's gone now, so I assume that's all it wanted to tell me. Automatically mark objects even in kit form. And then it's larger when you are submerged. There you go, and I can get that one. That's another 5. I don't know. I kind of do want that one, so maybe I should save up for that one. Another 5. I mean, maybe I could... It'll probably take a while. Depends how many Sardinium I get, because if I can get like another 3 or 4, then I'll probably just buy all of this and save it for last. Well, then again, I can buy a lot of this now, because once I actually buy this... There you go. As soon as they touch something, yeah. That's how they work. And then immediately get the upgrade. Amount of ink consumed by burst bombs. It's every bomb? Yeah, I've got every bomb unlocked, I just don't have the upgrade for the regular splat bomb. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, I only need 1 Sardinium and I can immediately buy both of these. Right? Well, I won't have enough points, but I mean, I'll probably get enough points by the time I get up there. Or by the time I get a Sardinium. And then these two, you know, we'll see. Further increases the recovery rate of your suit after it's broken. Yeah, so that should be good for now. And this should be, yep. End of log 4. Oh, goodness. That's a bit ominous. That warning, the stone walls began to shatter, raining debris down upon humanity. Alterna, the last civilization of once prosperous humanity, was no more, and those few who escaped the carnage would soon follow it into death. Oh, goodness. Do they mean the original Carnage and there's just, oh, they're all dead now with this? Or does it mean people escaped this thing and then died anyway? Few who escaped the Carnage would soon follow it to death. Once prosperous humanity was no more. That's a bit sad. Alrighty then. I don't suppose any of you say anything new. You'll check in on Agent 1 every so often, won't you? Just so I don't always have to do it. Yeah, that hero suit used to belong to the captain, right? Take good care of it. I mean, it doesn't really look the same to me. Or at least before. If I'm twirling my parasol, that just means I'm thinking. How do the members of Deep Cut find the time to manage dual careers in both pop music and crime? Pipeline isn't like an ink rail, you can't change directions once you're in it, sit back and enjoy the ride. I could really go for a slice of pineapple pizza, hold the pineapple. This is a dire situation, but I'm not going to let that stop me from being happy. What am I, the spokesagent for everyone? Captain should chime in once or twice if you ask me. Yeesh! I think a lot of this is older dialogue. Why is it so sunny in here? Aren't we underground? Is Callie getting this much small talk? Getting way more than you. Yeah. The captain's mumbling again. This wasn't because of Octavio, was it? New orders. The captain says go get Agent 2 a latte. Nah, I'm kidding. Although if you see one, bro, I'm not getting you shit. The captain wanted me to remind you that it's a sink or swim world out there, so be careful. Rule the battlefield from the captain. Don't let your guard down just because you're at the top. Rule the battlefield. Always keep one eye on your escape route. Rule the battlefield from the captain. Use R to look around. Keep that head on a swivel. Always keep one eye on your escape route. Okay, now more Callie dialogue. Let's go. Is it just me, or is Orca actually really funny? Who knew they could program deadpan humor? Are there even any clean-shaven Octarians around anymore? There's got to be something more to that treasure. I wonder what we could do with it. Escape, probably. You're supposed to sneak behind the shielded Octarians, but I like to just blast them. You're doing a great job exploring Alternate. Look how much you filled out the map, I know, right? Ooh, I had something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. Don't you hate that? It's just me, or is Orca actually really funny? Who knew they could program deadpan humor? Any clean-shaven Octarians around anymore? Look how much we've gone. We've progressed. Starting here, taking a fair few episodes to get through it, and then... now we're already on to Site 5. After having done 4, because we didn't skip straight to 5. Alrighty then. Let's go! The rest of this episode will probably be cleaning up Site 5. Like we did with the end of Site 3, starting Site 4, but... we got a lot of levels. We got a couple levels done today, so I don't know. It's not too bad. I wonder how much they render of this at once, because all of this is out in the open, and you can see the other ones. So probably just a low-res distant one, and then when you get closer, it loads the better one at some point when you can't see it. Alrighty then. Site 5, here we come. Ah! I was holding my breath. Don't try that at home. Yeah, so it fades to black, so it probably loads it while you're in there since you can't get out. Eco Forest Tree Hills. Phew! You've made it pretty far, huh? Looks like you can get to another site from there. Well, the one I already opened up and came to from here. And then there's the last one over there. It's a lot of skyscrapers and stuff, it seems. And we can see some of the... yeah, because you can see a lot of the ooze from a distance too, so... That pipe must be the way back. Still no response from Gramps. Figures. Well, let's see what we can find here. Good luck. So, I wonder what the dialogue difference would be like if you'd come through there first and then seen this. It'd probably be like, oh, you can go back there and that's the place we haven't been yet or something. It'd probably be the same. But also, oh dear. An adult and child maybe putting their handprints down. That's a little sad. This music's very somber as well. But yeah, looking at the map, I saw these and I was like, oh, these like tree domes, like biome botany places, you know, for greenhouses. That's the word I'm looking for. So is this going to be like a tree sort of central place? Because the first one was just your first arrival here. It looked like there was almost some snow and then just a bunch of 3D printed Easter Island heads around. And then here was all the 3D printers as well as a lot of industry stuff. It's a factory. This is just, yeah, island. Cryogenic Hope Towns, like, yeah, this was like where a lot of them were living and there was a lot of homes here. Not entirely sure. I think that's just the ice that's around because this was the ice place. Just where a lot of people were living it. And then this was a submarine, landfill dreamland. So yeah, this was just a place for them to like move around through the water and stuff. I don't know, go scavenging. And then this is where they keep a lot of the trees and stuff. Like this was their farming place, I guess. I'll have to see as I go around, and then we don't know what this place is called yet. But we can look in the distance and you can see a couple of skyscrapers and stuff here. And you can look in the distance and see some skyscrapers and stuff there too. Looking very Nier Automata-esque. Oh, then we immediately have one of these we can open up. Right up here. Here we go, we can get a good look. There's a radar dish over there. Some dialogue playing over there, interesting. I think it's probably maybe World 1 over there. Hang on. Yeah, because there's a lot of like distance between a lot of these, so I think that's maybe all in one spot there. But then because that doesn't really look like the first area, does it? Is that the first area? I think that might be the first area. Because it's a little too far away for it to just be an extended part of Area 6. Site 6. Well, let's start opening these up, I suppose. A compulsive collector's paradise. Grab all power eggs within the time limit. Ooh. And that's a special one right off the bat. What number, out of curiosity? Oh, 5, not too far along. I wonder if this is going to be a short or a long world. Because there's no boss at the end, for one thing. Couple of eggs there. And there you go, this thing's already lit up for us. Let's go. Learn to reflect, and this one is in the bank. Use the angle shooter to reach the goal. Ooh. Oh, like the thing that ricochets and oh, that's gonna be really fun. A whole level designed around like the ricochet into stuff. Oh, I can't wait for that one. But I'm going to have to because it's level 13. That's more than this one. But there's no boss, so I guess it's just gonna go all the way to 13. And then that last one is a boss, so it's gonna be probably the same amount, but just 13 instead of boss. Which means, well, I guess this answers my question. It's not a short world, or short sight. In the bank. Okay. That's weird that it's revolving around the angle shooter, but they still give you a primary weapon. But okay. We've got a lot more eggs to burn here, so we might be able to open up the whole thing this time. We'll see. They probably have a lot more expensive ones, once again. Listen to the music for a bit. It's an interesting second starting point over there. Maybe because that's potentially your first time entering. A lot of the early levels are going to be over there rather than over here. Since you don't have to come over through that way. But then that begs the question... I mean, I guess you have to go back eventually to get all 3, so you can probably go all the way to the end, fight Big Man, and then... Oh, you only got 2 parts, so then you have to go back and do this one and get the final part that you're missing. And so then whatever happens at the end happens because you've got all 3 parts, and that probably triggers the true ending or whatever, or, you know, the ability to go into the ending in the first place. Oh, this is an expensive one. I guess your price to pay for coming through this entrance rather than over there. But I already paid to open that one early. I guess this, yeah, that one's a cheaper way to get in, so you can do this one later. Then it's like, I'm assuming you would have had to pay to open that one too. Maybe? Or maybe you could have just gone straight here and you wouldn't have had to open that. Because I opened that one and there was nothing at this entrance. And I assumed it's because I opened that and so they got rid of both. But maybe there was never anything there because this thing is here to block your path. Oh. Not anymore. There's probably a secret around here. Little buddy's being stubborn. Well, I mean, there's not much elsewhere to go around here, so... I'm assuming it has to be, like, around here somewhere, right? Oh, there it is. And it's a story scroll, so yeah, pretty major one. All the way at the end here, though. Hey, Callie and Marie. Thursday night, Friday morning at 1 AM. Oh, yeah, 1 AM, so it's technically Thursday night, but it's actually Friday morning. It's the 100th episode of Marie After Midnight, and a special guest stopped by to help me celebrate. My cousin, Callie. Alright, they're cousins. So why are they called the Squid Sisters? I thought they were sisters. It's a misleading name then, isn't it? A special guest stopped by, my cousin Callie. It's a Squid Sisters Gab Fest. We could not stop talking. Not kidding. Not kidding. We went over the scheduled end time by 5 hours. Oops. Are those snacks at the top? The weird little flower things? So I guess, yeah, Marie has her own little podcast slash radio show. And, you know, Callie's not part of it normally. She's a guest she had to get on for a special episode. Nope, there's still some more secrets over here. Still some more secrets over here. Just keep shooting, you'll find it eventually. Well, if there was one on the other side, there's one over here. And yep, that's everything until the bridge. Good, good, good. And then the next one's probably on here somewhere, maybe. Or it's just this thing in general. Yep. Because they also count for the secrets, which I wasn't sure of. Low vis, high risk. Cut through the fog and find the goal. Oh, we got some salmon run fog in here. High risk. And there you go, it's a way to get back up. Yes, let's go. I think, yeah, those were all silver. Yeah, and this is our first gold one, which is why it's noticeable when there's like a blue tarp over the top of it. The upside to enemy backsides. Attack enemy backs to reach the goal. Oh, so it's probably, I guess, a lot of shield enemies. 1400, goodness. Got a lot of expensive ones. And that was a big one, so I guess I can see why it was expensive. More eggses. Could never have too many. What the heck? It's quite a shift in the song. Not bad. Kind of weird that it's just like there's a general theme and then like, oh, when you walk near some parts, a different song will play briefly. It's nice, I guess, but it's only near certain areas. Okay, another story scroll. 19. Oh, more on the Squid Sisters. Letter of appointment, employment. New Squidbeak HQ, first Splatoon. Right, because Splatoon is the name of the, like, group. First Splatoon. Adjustments. Promoted to captain with emoluments of pay grade 33. Emoluments? What on earth does that mean? Hang on, I gotta look this up. A salary, fee, or profit from employment or office. Promoted to captain with a salary of pay grade 33. So why didn't you just say that? Craig Cuttlefish. Interesting. Wait, I want to check that again. That's not the right one. Squidbeak HQ. New HQ. Promoted to captain. Letter of appointment. But they're in their new outfits, so I would think this is like old Agent 3 becoming captain, but they're not in the photo. So is it him when he first became captain? But then they shouldn't be in these outfits. Because this is after his retirement. So I would think this is Agent 3 becoming captain. Goodness knows. More eggs. Usually when they're out in the open like that, they're just eggs. Ooh, a lot more new secrets to uncover. Whole new site to explore. And that's the way back. So you would have started here with two separate things to look at. That's interesting. Why are there two here? I guess so you can see the other way that to come in if you didn't come that way. And then the way to the next area with another big bulbous thing at the end there. And there you go, there's some of the greenhouses. And I just missed that balloon, damn it. Oh, there you go, this is how I see it. Yeah, that, oh wow, that uses like nothing. This still uses like half the thing. Oh, I haven't upgraded it yet, right? With it, this makes the noise again. Oh wow, the hero bombs look very different. That's a cool design for it. And that one also looks a bit different. And then of course, small fry. I guess, we'll check at the end of the video if there's other dialogue for going in there. And then we'll end the video. For now, I guess let's open this. Barriers! They've got you covered. Defeat Octo Discos and reach the goal. There you go. So that was like a new enemy they didn't really explain yet that I wanted to know more about. So that should be good. More Eggses. Little 200 one. The same quote every time. Trouble round every corner. Suppress enemy fire and reach the goal. Ooh, that one. I mean, it could be another Octoling level, but who knows? What have you found, little buddy? More eggs. It's a 1,000 one. It's another big one. Sardinium, let's go. Well, I mean, I don't remember it giving me a notification every time I found one. Maybe it's just when I have enough, I don't even know. But yeah, let's get this now. And sure enough, I got more points from uncovering stuff, so now I can get both of these. Alright, now I just need another 3. And then another 5 on top of that. It's because as much as I want this upgrade, guess I'm saving it for last. Because I mean, I'm just shooting enemies more now anyway than throwing small fry at them, so it's not a big thing to be missing out on. There we go. I knew there'd be one here. God, Callie's saying the same thing every time. Just get him over here. Oh, what do you know? There was one right here. Anything down here? Nope. Okay. I've got myself stuck now. Oh, but I can get this. And that is a special secret. Something for my locker. Let's go. Do something good. What is that? With like a little weight or something. Goodness knows. Can't shoot that. There you go. You can get a look at some of the plants in here. I would assume those, yeah, those are tomatoes. Big, bright red tomato. Well, there's probably a secret back here somewhere. Nope, that's not what I wanted to get. You find anything, buddy? Oh, well, there's one here. Oh, straight up a fire hydrant. Alright. Alright, well, let's jump back up here. There you go. So we uncovered that, and then it leads us back up here anyway. Oh, I would have thought there'd be something down there, but I guess there's something over here instead. Another level to open. Simply zip castic. Use the zip caster to make your way up and reach the goal. Let's go! We got what I wanted. I leveled another one of these levels, hopefully more advanced. I can't wait. I was really hoping we'd get another one of these. I'm very keen. One-way ride through Target Town. Destroy the targets. Probably going to be another ink rail, or the, you know, the one that they can auto rail. The weapons don't seem too bad, but we'll see. That the stringer scares me. There's a little one down here. And there's one of those. There we go, and it's a story scroll. Hold that balloon there for me, please. Frying out here in Scorch Gorge in more ways than one. Hashtag sweaty shell, hashtag biking trip. There's a couple little jellies on the side that look like they're in a band. And then I guess, yeah, this is... I forget his name. Krusty Sean, right? The shoe guy from the first game who sold you tickets in the second game and now is just... biking around. I think he's in the Splatnet app, but I don't have that, so... And there's all this stuff that he brought with him. There you go. No, I can't get that. Alright, but I can get this. Almost forgot. And there you go, we've got a radar dish. That's probably humongous. Where are you going? There we go. Accidentally threw him on it. Hey, a pack of cards. I don't think there's going to be an easy way to get back up here. Oh, there you go. More sardinium. We haven't exhausted any supplies yet. I mean, we just started looking. It's just one of those. There's plenty of secrets. Yep. I was gonna say that looked mighty suspicious. Little lip here. Well, there's nothing over there, so... Well, I guess we'll go down here now. There we go. And another story scroll. There's one more left. Yo, Barry C here. Hotlantis' hottest only owner. Ha! I got a split for a bit to stock up on stock. Ooh. But it's all good. Harmony, yep, from Chirpy Chips, is filling in, and she knows this shop way, way better than me. Aha, so business? God, these fucking faces. That's gonna keep right on booming. Ugh. Who is this uwu person in charge of the shop normally? What, and they just taped a bag of like chips or biscuits in here on the left, and then like some gummy things, and then oh, there's the little mascot you get from the amiibo costume on the right. A little sticky note. And some glasses with some arrows in them that only really reflect one way. It's hard to get them to do a different pattern. Okay, well that's mostly everything over here. What do you show me? Just a bigger look at the place I'm already in. And there's a good look at the radio tower. Can you find this for me? Where is it? There's definitely something down here. Yeah, there it is. Eggs. Only 700 for this one. Excuse me. There we go, another music. Oh, this episode might be running a bit long. Yeah, there we go. Can't really go up there, but you can look at it. Well, he's not reacting, so I hope that's not him lying to me again. Oh, there's one over here. Oh. I saw the balloon shadow and I thought it might have been close, but it's just casting a long shadow. There we go. Oh, another lantern. Uh-oh, too many snipers. Avoid enemy fire and reach the goal. Making waves with splashdowns. Oh, a level based around that special? That's cool. How's that gonna work? Because it's like a single use. It's not like a transformation. There's a thing down here. So, a ticket. But it's money, so I don't care as much. I never really run out of money, because I'm not going out of my way to buy everything, only stuff that I need. / want. So a lot of it goes to stuff in Hotlantis. Doing a decent job finding it. Oh, there you go, we've gotten all the locker stuff and all the music already. And there's apparently like no more secrets around over here, so... Just uncovering this tiny bit of the map. Yeah, I'm probably going to need to go back and fill in a lot of the empty spaces and see if that does anything. I'm curious. I don't think it does. But we'll see, won't we? There we go. Oh, there we go. Last story scroll. Alright. Ooh. Oh, well, it's like an evolution. As they grow, crustaceans such as the coconut crab, oh, is that what he's supposed to be? Frequently shed their shells to allow for further growth. Because strong sunlight encourages this shedding behavior, this may explain why Splatlands crustaceans often grow to be far larger than their counterparts in other regions. Strong sunlight encourages shedding. Further growth. So yeah, because they shed to get bigger, and then because there's a lot of sunlight, that makes them want to shed more, and so they shed so much that they end up becoming huge and bulky, like the big boy we have running the shop. Okay. Pretty good. I like it. That little one up at the top is covered up by a sticky note. A torn sticky note. Yeah, that's pretty much all those. That's all the story scrolls, which I just said it was, so yeah. There's one more Sardinium hiding somewhere, probably. It took him a little while to get over here. Shooter on rails. Reach the goal using ride rails and precision shooting. That's another one of those. Once again with the stringer, that's still spooky. Yeah, we're still barely making a dent in the amount of eggs we have, so this one's going a lot smoother despite having about as much stuff as the last one, although I guess there's not as many like super duper expensive ones. Zipping over the neighborhood. Another one? There's two? I mean, that's great. But like, really? So close together? It took us this long to get another one and then now there's two? I mean, we had the other one for the art one, but that was just for getting around to get a good look at the boxes you're breaking. This one's straight up just 2 of them. We can get a good look at what we have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're missing 12. But yeah, 6 and 11 are both use the zip caster. Interesting. Hopefully this means we get some more levels for the crab tank, because that's what I want the most. There we go. There we go, and there's the sardinium. And that's all of them. So the rest are probably just little egg spots. You'll go far if you shoot far. Send ink flying in all directions and reach the goal. Oh, this is an interesting selection. Explosher, ballpoint splatling, and dynamo roller. You'll go far if you shoot far. Should be interesting, but that's 12, right? Yeah. So that's going to be a fair while before we get to that one. And yeah, the one that I was interested in is the very last mission of the world. So it's going to be a fair while before I get to that one. Yeah, look at this. Very interesting selection here. We've got 2 zipcaster levels, a little reflecting level, which has the Splattershot for some reason, and then a splashdown level. I'm very keen to get started on this one. And then, yeah, 4 free levels, so a bit more than the last one, but still, like, a ton of paid levels, and no boss this time, so it's all just extra levels. This is gonna be interesting. And then, yeah, that's the last little bit before going to the next world, but yeah, that's literally, there might be something hidden under there, but I think it's best if we wait to open this until we're actually going in there, right? You know, because I don't want to have it be open as like, oh, we could like go in there. No, we're drawing the line here. We've opened up every kettle. So now we can make a start on it. But I did say I wanted to go here and then go back through to Site 3 and see if that changes anything. If there's any dialogue. Why is this pipe so long? I'm gonna take a nap. Wake me up when we get there. Oh wow, this is a long one. Seeing you in that pipe reminds me of when Agent 2 and I used to work in a warehouse. Good times. Now I'm suddenly panicking about Agent 3 getting stuck in the middle somehow. I'm getting a nice, really close look at this, which is interesting. And then we're back here. Oh wow, 92. Yeah, how many points do we have now at the end of that? Another 10. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So 17 total. So we need 7 more points, and then we'll be able to buy everything, right? Well, I'm at 10 right now, actually, so I can buy that. And then, yeah. 7 more on top of that, so it should be 7, but then that's only 99. Well, I mean, I guess 99 is also a number that conveys the feeling of, oh, it's the max, it's 99. It doesn't have to get to 100. A lot of stuff ends at 99. Okay, so I guess the max level is 99, and that's probably when you get the stamps for Callie and Marie. Well, I look forward to being able to get in here. I only need 1 more sardinium, which I'll probably get when I explore Area 6 when I get there, Site 6, and then I can get both of these, and then it'll probably be maybe like 2 on the overworld, and then I can open this, get them, and then I'll have 1. Or maybe no, it'll be 3 because 2. I need 3 here, and I have 2, so I need 1. And then the boss will give me another 3, and so I'll need 2 more after that. So it'll be 2 more, and then the boss will let me upgrade small fry's damage. Yeah, alright, let's go back through. Can we do something to pass the time? Let's play 20 questions. I'll go. Is it blue? Is it huge? Is it a whale? She said that before. But this is a really long one. I'm really curious to get to the end of this and see what the story is. Because, like, yeah, I was spoiled on Mr. Grizz. It's unfortunate. But I don't quite know the extent of, like, his plan, how he's doing this, why he's doing this. So I know the broad strokes, but I don't know the little details. So hopefully that's still going to be interesting to me. Well then, we've got a whole new world ahead of us. Same spot I left off last time, ready to go for Site 4. And then now we're ready to go to Site 5. We're ready to go through. It's all going to be leveled after level after level. No more exploring in between. Except maybe to catch this balloon if it gets close. I kind of want to go after the balloon. Well. There we go. Got the balloon. Alrighty then. Yeah, let's go down here. We can end it. Got to do a lot of... Okay. Oh, what are you finding? More eggs. Thank you for watching. We got through a lot today. We finished off Site 4, beat the boss, and then uncovered everything in Site 5. So when we start next episode, we'll be going forward, getting level after level after level of Site 5. Until we get to the end, and then we'll go on to Site 6. So until then, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.